It takes 22 days to build a habit. And fortunately for you and for all of us, we have 14 weeks left in this year. What are you going to do with it? Well, if you don't know what to do with it, I'm about to tell you how I've been gaining momentum for the whole month of September. And yeah, I might be a little bit late. Yeah, never late is better, but better late than never, right? So I'm gonna be sharing with y'all a few things that I've been doing to help gain momentum so that in 2026 I'm not scrambling to try to get things together. We're gonna already be where we need to be so that by 2026 we can start receiving some of those things that we're working towards, and so that we can start seeing a change and a difference in how we approach life, how we show up for ourselves, how we show up for others, and we're just gonna all around be better versions of ourselves. So if you want to know how to gain momentum in the month of October, because this will come out before October, stay to the end of this video because I'm going to be dropping some gems. Of course, you already know, if you watch my channel, we drop gems here and that's it. Okay, so I'll let September be my momentum month. Let October be your momentum month. It takes 22 days to build a habit. 14 weeks left in the year. So that means that you have at least 2 times to try and fail before, you start having to, really take it seriously. You got a couple of times to do trial and error before you really have to hone in and lock in on something. 5 things that I did to gain momentum during the month of September, and things that I'm still doing because it never really stops. That's the whole point of momentum. You just keep going and going and you get better and better, and that's the beauty of it, right? So a few things that I've been doing, and I said 5, but I think I got, like 6 things written down. But before we get into it, I want to explain to you just really what momentum is, because I think we think that once we drop the ball, we're supposed to go 6 feet high, when that's really not realistic, because you're not going to get that height every time, like it's going to be times where things just don't pan out the way that you want them to. And for us to think that once we drop the ball, we're supposed to go to these huge high heights, that's where we get a little bit delusional. So momentum is really just making small changes so that you don't shock your nervous system, making these huge changes and then you end up failing. So that's why I said, find your momentum, meaning start doing things that is going to help you ultimately build the discipline that you're going to need going into 2026 and throughout 2026. And when you try and fail, you realize, okay, now I can scale it back a little bit. Let me try this. Fail, let me scale it up a little bit, and just kind of find a good balance between all of the things that you want to do and all of the things that you are already doing. Basically, you don't want to shock your nervous system into these huge changes, because then you won't keep up with them. That's why when people say, oh, January 1st, I'm going to go to the gym every single day. January 1st, I'm going to stop eating everything that I've ever ate my whole entire life, and everything is just going to be different from January 1st because that's what I said. And yeah, maybe, but making those huge changes, it really is, there is grounds to making you feel like you've just shot your nervous system by taking away so many things. And instead of feeling like, okay, I've removed one thing, I've removed this thing, I've added this thing, I've done this thing, then you're like, okay, I got my groove going. Okay, so this feels good. This feels doable. I can keep doing this. It doesn't feel restrictive. It doesn't feel like I've given up everything. It doesn't feel like I've completely changed my life in an instant on January 1st, because that's so unrealistic, and I really wish we would stop doing that. But, because we don't stop doing that, I'm going to give you some things that I've been doing that have helped me gain momentum. Really, essentially, it's just stacking the things that you already do to make your life better. So whatever that is for you, figure it out. You don't have to restrict. You don't have to do all the things that's going to completely change your life. Just stack things, and then as you continue stacking, you realize what works better for you, and then the old things, the old habits will naturally fall off because you just don't resonate with them anymore. So that's how you build momentum, and that's how you start to really shift your life and change everything around you into something that is more beneficial for this new version of you. So the first thing that I have been doing, and I feel like I've done this time and time again, I fail every single time because I don't do it long enough. I just do it long enough, and then I feel good, and then I stop doing it, and then I'm like, oh, I need to be doing this, and then yeah. So the thing is, not checking my phone in the morning, not checking it first thing as soon as I open my eyes. What I do is I make sure that I'm focusing on getting grounded. I focus on waking up, fully waking up. You've been in a slumber for 8 hours, 9 hours, for me, sometimes 10, 11, 12 hours, because, you know, I'm a sleepy girly. But I just take the time to thank the Lord that I woke up. Thank God for my health, my strength. I can still get up, think cognitively. I can still feel my legs. I can still breathe fresh air. I can feel my heart beating. I can see, because, you know, I wear contacts. So I'm thankful that every morning I still have my sight, and I still can be able to see everything that's beautiful around me, and just really just starting my day with gratitude, because once you start your day with gratitude, that just, it shows up more in your day, more things that you can be grateful for, more things that you can just say thank you for. And it just really gets you grounded and helps you to find more things throughout your day to be grateful for. When I would get up and check my phone on social media, you don't really get grounded that way. Well, it is a way to get grounded, but it's not getting grounded in a way that helps you. It's you looking at other people's opinions, other people's lives, and thinking whatever you think. I know the other day, or last week sometime, there was a murder back in my hometown, and one of the first things that I saw when I logged on to social media was the funeral. Like, it was a live funeral, and I get, you know, it's like a cultural difference because they were from a different country. But, you know, to someone who does not understand how to get grounded, for those who really absorb, they're like a sponge to the negativity, and they don't really know how to get out of that mindset, it could put you in a mood, and it could really set the tone for your whole entire day. So that's why, you know, getting on social media as soon as you wake up, it's just really not a great idea. And although we all do it, and we, you know, I've been there, I'm still learning and still trying to grow from that, but I've realized that getting grounded really helps me. Another thing that I've been doing to help myself get grounded is doing a Bible study. So wait, let me show you. I've been doing this 30-day, like, you're going to go through the Bible on letting go of anxiety, walking in grace, and finding inner strength. So it's really just because my ultimate goal is to be able to go through the whole entire Bible. I've never been through the whole Bible before, and I want to do that because I've experience God within. Now I want to experience God through his word and really understand his word and be able to apply it to my life in a way that I never have before. So I need to start somewhere. So I'm starting with this 30-day Bible study, and it has so much stuff in there. It's basically like the Bible verse, and then it has reflections, and then it's asking you all kind of questions like, have you tried to tame your thoughts but found it difficult and given up? Why? You know? And so it just really helps you think about the things that, which is actually very on brand for what we're talking about right now. And it just helps you to reflect on things. And then it has notes, has a prayer request, affirmation and gratitude, things on my heart, highlights, teach me, guide me, just all types of things in there that's going to help you to gain that momentum in learning the Bible and also learning about yourself in the process. So that's one thing that I've been incorporating into my daily routine, and I've been loving it so far. Some days I forget to do it, but I try to keep it on my nightstand so that when I am looking over on my nightstand to grab my phone, I'm like, let me do my Bible study. So I do that. Thank God, get grounded so that I'm not letting other things dictate how my day goes. I saw, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this because this has gotten long, but I saw, y'all know Jada Waiter, and I love her, and I feel like she's very relatable, just very real. And she said that when she woke up from a nap, she got on TikTok and started scrolling, but she saw how everybody was being negative towards her and she was getting bashed for something that she said. And it's like, if you get on there and you're somebody like her, and you get on social media and you see bad things about yourself, it really shapes it shapes your whole day, and it really can ruin your whole entire day if you let it. So it's the same thing. Even if you aren't famous, you get online and you see someone doing something or getting something or whatever it is, something that you wish that you could do, but you could be doing it, but instead you're watching someone else do it. That can shape your whole day. It can really shape your whole mindset about yourself. And we want to feel good about ourselves when we wake up and get on social media and engage with other people. We don't want to be, still like a sponge, because when you wake up, you're literally a sponge for anything. So moving on. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was getting up and getting moving. Move your body. I feel like that is a form of gratitude and showing God that I am so grateful for my temple. Let me take care of it. Let me move it. Let me get fluent with it. And ways that I work out, sometimes I don't even do extreme strength training. Like, I don't lift heavy weights. I never lift heavy weights anyway. I'm just not that type of girly. I just don't like doing that. And not saying that it's a bad thing, but I just personally don't like it. So ways that I move my body, there's different ways, because sometimes I check in with myself, basically. Check in with what my body is feeling, what it's wanting. Today, I didn't really feel like going to the gym, but I knew that I wanted to move my body. So I went to the gym and I did body weight exercises. And when I was doing, because it was leg day, so I did a lot of body weight stuff to really get fluent with my movement and understand what my movement is, really fits my form and all of that stuff, because you can't fix your form if you're constantly lifting heavy and you're not being fluent with the movement. So I was making sure that I'm fixing my form and I'm getting stronger on my own without the help of heavy weights. So whenever I did do weights or whatever, I did the leg extension and the abduction and adduction machines, and on the adduction I did heavier weights, but on the leg extension I didn't do heavy weights. I was like, let me just get fluid with this movement, because sometimes I feel like it hurts when I do certain movements. So I'm making sure that I'm fixing my form and I'm making sure that I'm fluid in those movements, so that when I am doing it, it feels more comfortable and it makes me want to do it, rather than, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so sore the next day, or I'm going to be so sore doing this, or it's going to take a lot out of me. And then that's when you realize that you don't go back, because you don't allow yourself to be fluid and one with the movement. And I also do Pilates a lot, at least twice a week, because that helps me be more fluent with my movements, and it helps me to understand my body more, just what it needs, and stretch and all of those things, whether it's yoga, Pilates, whether it's stretching every day, just something that you can do to get moving, get your body moving, and show gratitude to the Lord that I'm thankful that I can still even do these movements, because when you get older, y'all know how they say, oh yeah, just wait until you get older. Well, yeah, I'm gonna wait until I get older, because when I'm older, I'm still gonna be able to do squats. I'm still gonna be able to do lunges. I'm still gonna be able to do all of those things because I am paying attention to my body right now. I'm 32 and I'm paying attention to my body right now, so that when I'm 62, I don't have to worry about breaking a hip if I bend down to pick something up. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing is drinking your water, your chlorophyll water, your electrolytes, making sure that you're getting that hydration in, because one thing that I've noticed, when you're not hydrated, when you need water, you can be irritable. In case you haven't noticed, you can get headaches, you can feel drained, tired. Get your electrolytes in, get your chlorophyll water. It's gonna help you smell good too. Like, you're gonna be detoxing from the inside out. And that's what I love about chlorophyll water. But it helps detox your body from the inside out. Taking my vitamins, I'm swearing by Moringa vitamins right now, because it's really helped balance my hormones. It's helped get my skin clear. Like, come on, let's get into the skin. It's also helping my hair grow, and I just feel better overall. It's just really all about feeling good every day when you wake up. When you feel good, you look good. When you feel good, you perform well. And when you perform well, you make better decisions. You are more confident because you see, this is my capability of what I can do, and I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep getting better at it. So that's why I make sure that I'm being careful about what I'm consuming, and that goes with social media and with what I'm consuming in the mornings first thing. Meal prepping is the next thing, y'all. I swear by meal prepping. It really helps me have a lot more time to focus on the things that truly matter to me, like getting my movement in, or resting when I need to rest. And it really helps clear up space in my brain, and I can also do just other things that fulfill me, other than, oh my gosh, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat. And I also don't eat like trash. So it's really a win-win situation. You take 2 hours on a Sunday, and sometimes not even 2 hours, if you can go and get stuff that's like, I go to Sprouts and I'll get the shrimp and I'll get green beans and I'll just cook it up real quick. And you don't even have to go to Sprouts to do this. You can just go get shrimp and green beans, or shrimp and asparagus, and maybe roast some potatoes or something. But make sure you're doing that for 3 days, 4 days, or whatever. I like to do 3 days because I feel like eating the same thing for 4 days straight, it just kind of get boring. And then that's when you realize that you're eating like trash. So meal prep your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm telling you, it's gonna free up so much more time. I work night shift, so when I get off in the morning, I already have my breakfast prep. I'll do like boiled eggs, sausage, and these Lockheed potatoes. I get them from Trader Joe's, and it's so good and filling, and I sleep very well. When I get up, I don't work out on my days that I work. I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so I don't work out on those days. But if I did want to work out, I have the time to, because I've already meal prepped all of my meals. Everything is already packaged up and ready to go. And I've freed up so much more time. And now I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. That's just one less thing I got to worry about. Since I am doing everything on my own, taking the time to make my life easier for the week, really just, it helps so much. And so I can focus on getting my rest for the night before work, and I can also just focus on me. I can just focus on me for those days, because then the other days are the days that I'm going to the gym and doing all of the other things that need to be done. So I rest and I listen to my body. That's the last thing, because, well, that's one of the last things. I rest So I rest and I listen to my body, listen to what it needs. Like I said, today I didn't really feel like lifting heavy, so I did body weight legs today, and it still is as effective. You don't have to do the most just to get something. Like, you can just still show up. That's still me showing up. That's still me being disciplined. That's still me getting in what I need to get in, and I felt great, and I was so happy that I decided to do that instead of forcing myself to do something that I didn't want to do. So don't force yourself to do nothing that you don't want to do. Waking up early enough so that you don't have to rush. Waking up, getting your stuff together so that you can just have a seamless day and you're not like overstimulated, because I feel like that's when we get overstimulated and we got an attitude and we're snapping at everybody around us because we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time to do the things that we need to do for ourselves. We don't have enough time for ourselves. We haven't made time for ourselves. We made time for everything else but me, but you. So prioritize yourself, because I'm telling you, if you listen to your body, it tells you everything that you need to know so that you can have a better outcome. When you prioritize yourself, you learn how to prioritize other people, because you understand how important it is to not only prioritize yourself, but to prioritize everything else that you love in your life. So self first, and then everything else. And once you have that balance, instead of just prioritizing everything else that's outside of you, you're just happier. You're more motivated. And it just makes things better. You think clearer. Your mind is just not so cloudy or overstimulated to the point where you just don't do anything. Ultimately, it helps you to see clearly what it is that you want and what it is that you need and how you're going to get there. So those are all of the things that I do, but I'm going to tell you a few other things that you can do just to kind of meet you where you are, because I do understand, everybody is not ready to start moving their bodies every day. Everybody is not ready to start waking up early. Everybody is not ready to start doing Bible study every day or whatever. So I'm just going to tell you, you can start by reviewing your goals. What is it that you actually want? Start thinking about you. Start prioritizing you. Think about what it is that you want. What it is that you want to have. Where do you see yourself in a year? We'll start with a year. Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Where do you see yourself in 3 months? What do you want? And once you review those goals, then the next thing would be check in with yourself and see how you're going to execute those goals, and create a step-by-step plan on how you're going to get there, and follow through with it. Because I'm telling you, when you make a promise to yourself and you keep that promise, it just builds trust, it builds confidence, and ultimately you feel like you can accomplish anything, honey. I'm telling you, when you keep your promises to yourself, you will literally rule your world. Everything around you it's just going to be easier. But also, don't force yourself to do the things that you don't want to do, that you don't actually enjoy. Like, sometimes people are like, oh, I want to read books. Like, I want to be a book girly. But if you're just not a book girly, then you're just fucking not. And it's okay. Like, maybe you'll get there one day, but today you're not there. And it's okay. Don't force yourself to do it. If you're not a gym girly, don't force yourself to be a gym girly. Find a way to get fluid with your movements, to figure out what it is that you even like doing, whether it's Pilates, yoga, if you just like to stretch and that's all you ever want to do every day, that's perfectly fine. Or if you only want to go to the gym and walk on the treadmill, then that's fine as well. Like, you just have to find what it is that you want, but don't force yourself to have to do things that you don't actually enjoy doing, because then you'll fail. Then you won't fulfill what it is that you need to fulfill, that you want to fulfill. Reflecting on your accomplishments for the day, because that's going to build so much confidence in yourself, and it's going to help you keep your promises to yourself. I can do all of these things because I'm capable of doing them, not because I feel like I have to do them, or it's coming more from a place of want to do instead of have to do. So check in with yourself, congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back whenever there's something that you've done for the day that you've accomplished. It builds so much confidence, I'm telling you. And the last thing is, continue to do what feels good to you. Not what everybody else tells you to do, not what I tell you to do. What feels good to you, because that is going to be the way that you really accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. That's really going to be the way that you build momentum in yourself and in your daily life, and you're going to create better outcomes, you're going to make better decisions, all the things. And then just take it from somebody that started, and here I am now teaching everybody else how to better their lives. So to end this out, leave me a comment with one thing that you've been doing to gain momentum in your life for 2026, because I feel like we can motivate each other and we can uplift each other and we can inspire one another. So what's one thing that's inspiring you right now to keep the momentum going and to elevate your life? I would love to hear from you. So I hope that this helped somebody. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I pray that y'all have the most amazing week ever. Happy Momentum Month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. No, but I'm actually so serious. Lock in, twin. We have no more time to waste. It's time to elevate and continue becoming the best versions of ourselves. We've been in the same patterns, doing the same things for entirely too long now. It's time to do a little something different so we can get some different results. Some results that we can actually be proud of. Some results that we actually want. Okay, love you.